Get strong.
Hello everyone, good evening, and today we start our second chapter of our show, Struggle to Success. Viewers, the objective of this show is to share with you the struggle and the way people should overcome them who are right now is having a dignified position in the corporates. And today we have our guest in Mr. C.P. Ashok. Mr. C.P. Ashok is having more than 20 years of experience in the corporates, and he has served organizations in the position of, I can say, operations head. He has been a director also. He had been the CEO also. So presently, he is associated as VP Skills. So he is a person who has handled, who has seen, who has read corporate, right? I will not say who has seen corporate, who read corporate. So welcome to you, C.P. Ashok sir, in our show. It is a great opportunity that you have come up to support the youth and to share your views and your thought process and the ways to overcome. Thank you, sir. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. And thanks to the team to give me an opportunity to express my experience so that it can be a fruitful for all the young generation. Thank you.
Right, sir. And along with me, I have Ms. Navnita Dasgupta. She is into the education sector for the last 15 years, and she has been doing a very different level, a grassroots level of preparing or building up the nation in training and mentoring the students. And she is, she has a various dimensions of work, not only soft skills, not only communications, also into arts and crafts, also into coming up with corporate shows. So she is a very experienced lady. And Navnita, it's a great opportunity, and I'm very proud that you are here with me. And Ashok sir, it is Navnita and myself who will be putting up our questions that we have, the queries that we have in our mind for you. So thank you, Navnita, for being a part of the show and supporting me.
Thank you, sir. It's a great pleasure for me, sir.
Thank you. So Ashok, first I would like to ask you, now it is obviously ages that have passed, but how did it all start with you? You started, you have your degree, and also how did it all start?
Actually, I am a student of graduate in chemistry honors.
Okay.
So I completed graduation in chemistry. Before that, I prepared for medical with my brother. So when I could not able to qualify in medical, while my younger brother has qualified and now he's a doctor. So I choose my career in commerce. So after graduation, I joined CA. And during CA, when I joined CA, and I normally went to library of CA Institute. So there I get inspired that I should also join CS and CWA. So I joined then CS and CWA also. So this is initiation of start of my career, where I completed graduation in chemistry from science background. I prepared myself for medical. Then I turned up into commerce background, where before graduation or till graduation, I could not able to learn anything of debit and credit or anything about taxation. So when I joined in CA Inter, it was tough for me, but fortunately, I am able to cope up of that new things. And then I completed all these veteran kind of professional degree. And I am very satisfied that, okay, from science background, I am able to complete these courses.
Okay, sir. And sir, one more thing that is, I think I will link it with this question is that as a profession, what was the position, the designation that you started with?
Yeah. So this was my the professional journey. Then when I started in career, so I joined as a CA trainer in ICA. ICA EduSkills. At that time, it was the Institute of Computer Accountant. Now it's ICA EduSkills Private Limited. So I joined as a CA trainer in head office, and within 1.5 years, I have been given promotion as a regional R&D head. So where I have been shifted to Mumbai, Western, that means in Maharashtra, where I have to look after the regional part of, that means Western region R&D and training.
Okay.
So after 1 year, when I was in Mumbai, after 1 year, I have been promoted as a national R&D head, and I shifted to Kolkata again. So this is my start as a CA trainer. And within 1 year, I have been promoted as a regional R&D head and then national R&D head.
Okay. So that is how, as a trainer, you came.
That is really inspiring, sir, that you struggled in the initial phase of career development, and you chose a subject maybe which was not your initial target, but you got to it. But sir, we also want to know, after you become the ICA trainer at ICA, finance trainer, did you, after completing your education, did you also have to face some struggle in your career, in your professional life?
Because this education is my passion, I may I can select a career in accounting also, finance also, but I selected career in education. So when I started career as a trainer, so it was my passion. I can suggest every trainer, if you don't have passion to train or to teach, please don't select this training or trainer. So as a trainer, you should have passion so that you can give your 100% to the student. So at the time of as a trainer, I enjoyed a lot because I had passion of that. But there is some limitation of growth in trainer, especially as a trainer in a private companies. So that's why I moved on the basis of my performance in training. I moved on a higher position, that means administration or R&D. During that, of course, it was again a new challenge from trainer to trainer. I have to work as a train to trainer. So lots of things I have to develop so that whatever we trained to the student, now we have to train to the trainer, and that trainer had to train to the students. So on that basis, in initial phase of R&D, of course, around 3 months, 4 months, I struggled, but in 3 to 4 months, I cope up myself and prepare in such a way that we can develop a good trainer in the organization.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. That means, sir, if we have passion for our work, we can overcome any kind of challenges.
Yeah.
Very inspiring to hear that, sir.
My point here is that if you are doing any job, if you are not able to enjoy the job, you will always feel yourself in a cage. If you are enjoying the job, always you will be very happy on your job as well as with your family. Like when you are with family, you enjoy. Similarly, when you are on the job or duty, you should enjoy. If you will enjoy your job, you will always be happy on professional life as well as personal life.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ashok sir, now you have come up the ladder or long distance that you have traveled. Now at the position right now you are, because I just for a few days back I was going through LinkedIn and I find you are a VP skills now. So what are the vital skills you think that are very vital for you? That's better to put it up. What are those sort of skills that you think is very vital for the job role that you are handling right now? There are many skills, definitely, but what are the 3 vital skills which one should have? become a vice president?
Yeah. So when you want to grow, first you have to make in your mind that you have to take risk. Without taking risk, you cannot grow. So if you are doing anything new, of course there is a risk. If you are under a cell, then you cannot grow fast. Once you will be uncomfortable, first you have to make your uncomfortable, only then you can grow. So when I started career in management, so it was a big challenge to do the man management. Right now I am looking after as a AVP skill. So of course I have not to do work own, but I have to get the work done through the member. Right. And man management, human psychology is a big thing. You can work with a computer for 24 hours. There is no problem at all. But if you are working with a human being, you have to take care of their psychology, their weakness, their strength. So if you are working as a managerial position, you have to get the work done through members, and that member should be motivated. With your passion, with your hard working, you have to show that if I can work for the organization, why you can not work more? So as a boss, I always be a mentor, not a boss.